everybody. Good afternoon on this beautiful sunny day in Surrey. A little bit cold, a little bit windy, but absolutely glorious blue skies. And that is the reason why I'm on my way up to Box Hill. I'm hoping you can hear me okay. I was supposed to do a swift ride today, but the weather was too enticing. This weather was far too enticing, so I've ridden now. Hang on, let me just check my Strava. Right, so I've done 24.3 kilometres to get here. Not especially fast, but it's a reasonably hilly route to get here, so it wasn't easy. But this will be the first time I've done Box Hill on the Cervelo R2, so it should be interesting to see how it feels. It felt nice coming this far, so far so good. But like I say, it's very windy, so I think this is going to be a bit of a challenge. But I'm loving it. I love Swift, but I'd be lying if I wasn't excited about seeing blue skies out the window on a weekend when I've got no work commitments. Being able to get out here and have a nice ride in the fresh air. This is always an interesting part of my route to Box Hill, having to dive down this little subway to cut across underneath the dual carriageway and then rejoin the path here. It's actually quite a tricky little manoeuvre. not surprised at all because it's incredibly windy. Not that I necessarily would have done anyway, but it was pretty hard going, getting up, pretty fast but very cold coming down. And since then I've been hit with all kinds of crosswinds, headwinds, really strong stuff that is actually a couple of times been difficult to manage. It's been hard to hold on to the bike. So yeah, it's stronger than I was expecting it to be, but still beautiful day. I've done about 50k now. Came through a little town called Brockham, and I'm heading off towards another town called Newdigate. Just playing it by ear really. Not absolutely sure where I'm going or how far I'm going. I just saw the weather and decided today was a good day for a bit of a bike adventure. So I'm just going all over the place. See what happens. That the wind has decided to do the same route as me, but in the opposite direction. No matter which way I turn, I've got a serious gale right smack in my face, it seems, with the occasional little kick from the side just to keep me on my toes. But I've tried actually changing my route slightly in the hope that I would pick up a little bit of a tailwind. No, not at all. It's really bizarre. I'm sure this is what every cyclist feels like when they go on a big ride. But I kid you not, I think the only time I've had a bit of a tailwind was on the way down Box Hill when I didn't really need it. So, still good fun. Sun's shining, roads are beautiful. On my bike, not a care in the world. This is the life, eh guys? Oh, I love it. My knees aren't loving it so much, but I'm loving it. So I'm about 77k in to my ride. I have absolutely no idea where I'm going. I'm kind of in the granny ring a lot of the time now as well. It's quite up and down where I am. I think I'm near Dorman's Land in East Sussex, West Sussex. I'm not sure which part of Sussex, but heading towards Edenbridge, which is an area that I cycle to quite often. And I'm hoping that the roads I'm taking now will sort of string together a few of my more regular rides into one big ride. So fingers crossed. The wind is still strong, but I'm kind of protected by this this row of trees at the moment, so it's not too bad. But oh, feeling pretty tired now. I'm running low on water as well, so I need to find a shop or a petrol station or something. Try and get a bottle of water, or at least a pub. That'd be good. So keep on pedaling. So I've stopped with cramp, just really suddenly in the back of my left leg, where I always seem to get it, and I'm quite lost as well. And I found this absolutely stunning little spot in this sort of private road, bathed in glorious sunshine, and if you're going to get cramp anywhere, this is the place to do it. I don't know where I am. I know roughly where I am. I'm somewhere between Dorman's Land and Edenbridge, and I think if I carry on the way I was going, I will end up in Edenbridge, which is fine because that's about I don't know, 20-25k from home, which is fine. But about 5 minutes ago, I thought I was no way ready to go home. I was just cruising, like taking it easy in the easy gears, but not in any discomfort, just a bit tired. And then boom, cramped up. My only concern is my lack of water. I've got, well, I'm using my bottle to prop my bike up at the moment, but I've got maybe, I don't know, about 300 millilitres left, if that. This is turning into like one of those survival videos. No, it's not that bad yet, but I would imagine I'll just get over the next little crest and there'll be a petrol station or a pub or something, then I'll be fine. But yeah, I'm starting to sound a little bit like Bear Grylls or something. But I tell you what, despite the cramp, which has now eased because I'm in my sort of anti-cramp sitting position, I've got to say this has probably been certainly the nicest ride I've done this year, despite the two sportives that I did. Obviously weather plays a massive part in that, but it's just been beautiful. It's not too hot, not too cold, apart from when I'm going downhill. I've even taken my cap, my arm warmers off. It's just glorious. The roads haven't been too busy, generally speaking, and there goes the wind again. It's going to take my bike away. The roads haven't been too busy, and aside from the wind, it's just been an absolute pleasure. So, you know what I can do while I'm sitting here with cramp? If you excuse the disgusting mess of my bike, I can take you through the upgrades that I've put on it, which might be of interest to some of you. I'll start with the seat post, which is a Data Superleggero. Excuse the mess. Which I think is absolutely brilliant. It's I put it on just before I did the Wiggle Surrey ups and downs sportive, and I think it's really good. To be honest, I bought it for the looks and for the weight loss. I'm a weight weenie, as all of you know. I think that saved me about 70 grams over the standard one that was there. Not a massive amount, but it all adds up. But I just think it looks superb. But it's proven to be really comfortable, especially in conjunction with the Physic. Oh, that'll teach me. Hang on. Right, yeah. So what I was saying was, in conjunction with the Physic Arione VS, I think it's called, carbon braided saddle, which I really like. It's I've tried an Arione before, actually, on someone else's bike, and I did like it. I didn't do a massive distance on it, and I did like it. But this one just gives a slightly. It's got like a cutout channel, so it's maybe just suited slightly more for longer distances. So that's really nice. And the next upgrade is the Data Superleggero stem. Again, I have no idea if there's any advantage with that over the 3T one that was on there, other than weight. I think that again saved maybe 50 grams. So, and to be honest, I just wanted to keep it all neat and tidy, all one make. So the next thing is going to be the Data Superleggero handlebars, which are quite reasonably pricey. So they're next on my shopping list anyway for finishing kit upgrades. And then it'll be the drivetrain. I'm caught in two minds about that. Oh, I'm trespassing on somebody's front garden. I hope they don't mind. So that guy whose house I was just trespassing in, his front garden, such a lovely chap, really nice. Turned out to be a cyclist himself, old fella. So that sounds terrible. So, an older fella who rides a Brompton, but he was a very passionate cyclist, and he's directed me on this road here, which I'm really hoping comes out somewhere I recognise. But for the time being, I'm just enjoying this road. It's absolutely stunning. Look, I've just got fields and farms and beautiful houses and gardens all around me. And I've seen one car so far in the whole time of riding down it. It's been quite a long road, and nothing major in terms of uphill, thank goodness, because I'm not sure my legs can cope with that again. We've got another cyclist coming. So this obviously isn't uncharted territory that I was thinking it was. I thought I might have just discovered an absolute hidden gem of a road in around Sussex way. But yeah, what a lovely guy. That was. It's always so refreshing when you come across someone like that. And my cramp has eased off for the time being. Back on the road after having dropped my poor Cervelo. Gutted. All it did was a little bit of dirt on the end of the bar tape, so should be fine. And I'm back to absolutely loving this ride again, assuming this road leads somewhere good. So fingers crossed. Alright, I've stopped again, bang on 100 kilometres, not for cramp this time, but for the last 4 or 5 kilometres I've actually felt like riding through custard. The wind has been so fierce, right in my face. Not terrible gradients to deal with or anything like that, but even on the flat I feel like I'm having to really push just to get any kind of forward momentum. So I've had to stop really just to catch my breath and try and hold off the cramp coming again. I think I've got about 10 kilometres to get home, reasonably flat apart from one final test which always seems to come at the end of every one of my rides, which is the road that I christened Alp Eleanor. It gets up to, I think it's about 18% it gets up to, average is 10%. It's not especially long, but at this stage, if the wind, I'm trying to work out the direction a bit, if the wind is in my face going up that, I'm likely to either fall off the bike or just start rolling backwards. So I'm feeling it big time today. I'm hoping it is just because of the strong winds, because I've done quite a bit of Zwifting, obviously a couple of sportives. I was hoping I'd feel a little bit fresher and fitter at this stage in the year, but no, today's been a killer. Despite stocking up on a lovely slice of bread pudding from the Box Hill Cafe and a nice Americano, I've taken a couple of rests as well, but really feeling it. But that said, I'm being grumpy. This is, well, undoubtedly the best ride I've ever done on my Cervelo. I've absolutely loved 99% of it. It's just been an absolute pleasure. That road that guy told me to go down after I'd sat in his front garden, one of the nicest road, actually not one of, the nicest road I've ridden on since starting cycling properly, like a couple of years ago. Just absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to have to obviously make a note of where that was and revisit as many times as I can. It's just stunning. So this was the best by far ride that I've done on the Cervelo, and quite possibly the best ride I've ever done. That includes Ride London, the Box Hill Sportive, the charity rides that I've done, all of which have been really enjoyable in their own way. But this has been, if I'd taken the wind away from this would be hands down best ride I've ever done. But that said, the wind actually has kind of thrown an extra little challenge in, which has made it maybe even more exciting. But I'm certainly tired, that's for sure. And I've got, like I say, I've got about 10 kilometres to go to get home. Got, how much have I got left in my bottle? Not a lot left in my bottle. I've done my last, in fact I only brought one gel with me, and I've done that. I do have a Cliff Bar, which I'm going to have a little nibble on now, and then tackle that final 10k. See you in a bit. worked out 100, just short of 110 kilometres, and my son actually almost had to carry me in through the front door. He did carry the bike in, but I cramped up again massively, literally as I pulled into the driveway of my house. Both legs just seized up. I couldn't bend, and I could barely walk. So I sort of crawled with the help of my son into the house. But I'm back home. I've had a shower, feel a bit refreshed. I'm still sitting down because I'm feeling a little bit tender. I've even actually had time to give the old boy a bit of a wash behind me. I was conscious I had a lot of grit and stuff all in the drivetrain. I wanted to get that out as quickly as possible. But that was just an absolutely brilliant ride. Amazing weather. Out to Eleanor, my last little climb, I was about 2 minutes off my personal best up there. Give you an idea of, well, actually that's more of an idea of the fatigue, but I was just battling against the wind the whole way. But an absolutely amazing ride, beautiful weather, a nice surprise at the beginning of the year to get a day like that. The next couple of days look like they're going to be even better, to be fair. So I might end up wishing I'd saved my legs and waited a day or two. But really thoroughly enjoyable. I think that's about it. I don't know if there's much more I can tell you. That was just a sort of spur of the moment. Blue sky outside, let's jump on the bike and go and see what happens. Really good. That old fella that directed me and was chatting to me, that kind of made my day, because he sent me down the best road I've ever ridden on, bar none. Just stunning, and he was a lovely guy as well. So yeah, all in all, it's this kind of thing that makes you happy to be alive. Just absolutely brilliant. So I had to shower first and then wash my bike, and that's probably why I was able to move and wash the bike, because the shower did loosen things up a little bit. But if I stand up for too long, they start to just sort of seize again at the backs of my thighs here. So I'm gonna see if I can talk the wife into giving me a bit of a massage maybe, but I don't hold out an awful lot of hope. So that's it. I'm going to wrap this up. What will I say? What have I got to remind you about? Well, Thursday, obviously. Cannot wait for that. The Love Lava round 2 of the WKG Racing League series race thing. Should be really exciting. The event is in the Zwift event module now, so jump on there, get your names in nice and early. It's always nice for me to have an idea of how many are turning up sort of before the event. One other thing, and this will probably be on the forum before you even see this video, but just in case you missed it, I'm going to update the league table. This is the only time I'm going to do this, incidentally. I'm going to update the league table to allow for the riders that weren't successful in getting WKG as their team name into their Zwift Power profile, so that I can incorporate them in the league, because must be very disappointing if you put in that effort, you think you've done everything right, and you don't show up in the league table. So I'll put another reminder out on the WKG Facebook forum. There are a few names there which I'm pretty sure, because you've actually got WKG in your name on Zwift Power, but not in your team name. So I'm pretty sure you guys are riding for WKG, but aren't showing up in the league at the moment. So again, that'd be a real shame. So for this race only, I will allow that to. I will update that before we start round 2, and then from round 2 onwards, you're either in it or you're not. Unfortunately, I can't keep going back and forth. It's just too time consuming. So I will do that, and I will update the new league table just before we race again on Thursday. So that's it. I've got another update coming on the WKG real life kits, which obviously the order closes in just a few days. So I'll upload that update as soon as I can. Yeah. Happy cycling. Great job everybody, by the way. Team WKG are rocking it at the moment. Some serious performances coming out. Every time I look on Zwift Power, there's top 10 finishes, medals, trophies, 20th out of 300 riders. Just the performance is absolutely amazing. It's not all about where you finish, obviously, but it's really great to see that the team are represented by some serious strength and power out there. It's really good, and in terms of numbers, we are very fast becoming a force to be reckoned with. We're close on 100 members now for the official team, so always well represented in all of the big races, which is just it's just an absolute dream come true for me. It's like I feel like Dave Brailsford as a kind of team principal or whatever his official title is. I don't know, but I absolutely love it. So keep them coming, keep riding, and I will catch you on the next one. Ciao.